Drake Maye. He wanted to come back in the game. Did he? I guess this is an obvious question, but did he fail concussion protocol, or did they just play it safe, not putting him back in?
I can't say because I wasn't in the room, but you typically don't go into concussion protocol unless you have a concussion.
Okay, I just was wondering if because I wouldn't play Drake Maye if he was even like lightly wounded. I wouldn't keep him in a game at this stage of his career.
Yeah, the games don't matter all that much. His health matters a crap ton
because
more.
I've seen the replay a bunch of times. I can't even see where his head was hit. So like I don't know.
On the 18-yard scramble, he gets helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
At the end of that, as he's
I couldn't see contact.
Well, this is your Jets fandom blinding you.
Yeah, eyes don't see so
Yeah,
good.
Jamie and Sherwood could never do that to Drake.
I am a huge Jamie and Sherwood fan after all.
He gets
and the game is over. But I just didn't see like a lot of contact.
I question whether you've watched it a bunch. He gets hit in the back of the head.
He's such a good guy.
With his face mask or his helmet?
Face mask to the back of his helmet.
Like his forehead.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like a lot of contact.
All right. So protocol-wise.
Are you calling him soft?
See.
Not in the least.
Callahan came with it.
I was wondering if they were. I was trying to give the organization credit for protecting their best asset. In protecting it, I was actually trying to give the new regime some credit.
For the record.
But you're typical Boston media, twisting everything negative, just like you just did with Belichick.
It's the only time.
Should have heard him off there.
You made him very uncomfortable during the break.
Let's move forward. Just here to poke Fred. That's all. No, look, he's in concussion protocol. They should, with every concussion, take as long as they need to let him recover. If he's fully healthy, I'd be happy playing him behind that line against Tennessee.
Oh, no, I would too. I was just wondering that particular game.
No, just protect his brain.
Okay, so...
But just so we're clear, let's see if I can grab it real quick. In the moment, as Bob and Zoe were calling the play, Zoe saw that he was hurt. And if you watch the entirety of the play, he's slow to get up afterward. And like... Zoe knew, not even watching it on
Why
TV.
didn't the eye in the sky yank him out of there right away?
Here it is. Hold on a second. Just listen to Zoe at the end of this. You can hear this.
Maye got back. Feels pressure. Runs straight ahead. Yeah. Still on his feet past the 30. Across the 35. Feet first line. He split a pair of defenders. Both hands on the football like a fullback. And then he runs it with a slide to the 38-yard line.
He's up slow. Took a shot there at the end. Good job, kid. Crazy legs, Maye.
So you have an eye in the sky who's there to protect people after taking hits like that. Zoe saw him. He wasn't 100% right. Why not take him off the field then?
It's a great question. And my colleague at the Herald, Doug Kyde, said the ref had enough time and wherewithal to ask, hey, are you okay? After that play, because Maye was down legitimately for 3 to 4 seconds. Teammates are trying to pull him up. He's not one to exaggerate or dramatize anything. And they didn't do anything about it. No flag, no eye in the sky. They let him finish the drive when he took a sack later on. So I don't know. They missed things, but this seemed clear to me in the press box in that moment.
Okay, I'm not being cute about this. Which way were they going on the field? Left to right or
left
right
to right?
Going?
Well,
left to
right.
For mine, they were going left to right.
From the radio booth side.
From the radio booth side, they were going. I thought they were going right to left from the radio booth.
The
side.
literal eye in the sky is someone in the stadium. Correct?
Yes. The call.
Well, Scott's on the air. Scott's on the line. Scott, hello.
Hey, if you're playing Another One Bites the Dust, can you play We Are the Champions after?
We're talking about something serious here, Scott. We're giving you credit.
You're saying that counts as 2 songs or 1 song?
Let me ask you this.
I think it counts as 1, Fred. Go ahead, Fred. Go ahead, Artie.
Oh, thank you. The literal eye in the sky for the NFL
hurry up, we
concussion.
only have a second before the bet
Shut
starts.
up, Fred.
Yeah, the NFL officiating guy. Is he on the same side of the field as you are? Because from your angle, I don't know if it was as easy to see that he took a shot to the head.
It's a great question. I would have to think he's on our side or up in the press box, right, in one of those side suites, because there's everything on the other side is all suites for donors and clients. He was moving left to right at about the 30, and he didn't get up right away. That's why I had some concern.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
play
you,
both
Scott.
songs. Thank you.
Thank you. I do count that as 1 song. And then Fat Bottom Girls was just a sweep in between. He looked good, though, Drake Maye, didn't he?
Oh, football. Yes, he did. 5 of 6.
That was mostly football.
It was. left to right also.
It just so happened that you brought it up and Scott was on the phone, so I took the phone call.
I thought it all worked out really well.
Were we discussing
Seamless.
an actual play during the game? Yes.
Can I bust balls?
No. No.
Not at all. Very sensitive.
Not until you
What's
put out 10,000 hours.
What's the protocol now? How about that?
Protocol?
Yeah.
He basically has to go through a series of tests, I think it's 3 or 4, and show incremental progress throughout the week. And he will not – I would not expect him to practice tomorrow, Wednesday, but we'll see. Every brain is different.
Okay. Do you think that they beat Tennessee?
I don't know. This is a coin flip. Like it's another game. You're on the road. Tennessee stinks. I don't know who's playing quarterback yet. I think you have a lot of feel good off of this game against the Jets, but the Jets also held you to fewer than 250 yards, and more often than not, that's not going to get it done. I think
How they moved the ball down the field against the Jets in that last drive.
So
now that you've watched it,
it's interesting you asked, and I said Drake Maye 5 of 6 earlier. That meant accurate passes. So like not only was he doing damage scrambling, he had that giant ball to Tyquan Thornton that Thornton dropped. So this guy in a quarter plus played very, very well. End of the Drake Maye segment. How do they move the ball? The Jets blitzed Jacoby Brissett as much on that final drive as they did in the entire game. So they changed things up in a way that gave Brissett one-on-ones, and he took advantage. Now, part of it was Hassan Reddick, as Belichick pointed out yesterday, McAfee, running right by him on third down that let Brissett scramble for 14 yards. He also did something similar when Brissett hung in the pocket against more man-to-man coverage, and I can't remember if this play was a blitz, but had that play to Kayshon Boutte. So they just changed their game plan on that last series in a way that was very different. And Brissett, to his credit, took advantage, hung in, and those are the 2 biggest plays of the drive.
okay. And Sauce Gardner got beat clean.
Yeah, and Hunter Henry had a good grab start, 12 yards. Like that was the start of, hey, we're just going to challenge you. In a way, the Patriots have been doing with their defense all game. They didn't blitz Aaron Rodgers once, except for on the 2-point conversion. But they played man-to-man all day, saying, we can cover you.
And Aaron Rodgers looked bad.
Yeah, I think, look, he did a lot of damage, obviously, going to Garrett Wilson. But on balance, this is a guy who's not making the throws that he thinks he can. I think he's playing like he still believes he has Drake Maye's talent and his own brain. Because you look, he's still completing just barely over 60% of his passes this year. And what more could you want than Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams?
He's got plenty.
What were they saying in the press box about the play clock running out and calling the 3 timeouts in the first quarter?
Not much, though we have a row, or I do at my end of the press box with a few other folks, with the Jets or the visiting beat writers right behind us.
It's very hushed tones up there. I've
never been up there.
Oh, it's like a library. You don't go up there.
Depends on the beat.
Okay.
Dolphins come in, their crew's pretty happy when their team wins, I'll say that.
Parrot heads, yeah.
The Jets were more just exasperated by what they were watching, which granted, they're Jets beat writers, but they're like, I can't believe they did this.
Aaron Rodgers' explanation for it's like, well, sometimes we're late breaking the huddle and
they're late. Did you see late substitutions and stuff? Did you see it being anyone's fault but his?
Lackadaisical.
Well, that's him.
And so you, as the quarterback, can say, let's go.
Well, yeah.
One quarterback becomes very famous for saying, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, everybody. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
All right. So this saves if Mayo had this. So there's no way Mayo gets fired in the offseason. I think the 2 wins. There's no way. So there's just no way. That's not a topic of conversation because the fan base and the media, not you, but the fan base and the media evolves because before the season they're like this, don't expect them to win, but then they lose a few games in a row and everyone's like they're going to fire Mayo. You're just saying this shouldn't even be a topic. Mayo's clean. He will coach the 2025 New England Patriots.
I think if you understand what you're watching, which is a rebuild, if you understand what you've heard, which is Robert Kraft's unending support for his hand-picked coach to lead this franchise, then you know what's what. And that's Jerod Mayo is here for the foreseeable future. And I say this as someone who's been very critical of Mayo, being out-coached as early as that Week 2 loss to the Seahawks, everything that went on in London. The loss to the Dolphins was a disaster. And it's not that they're losing. To me, it was the process of just, can this look better? Can we do better in the worst pass protection in the league? Can we not take all these penalties? Can we not be as predictable when we're play calling? What are you doing as a coaching staff? They gave back some of those advantages on Sunday. So this is not me jumping in front of a train for Mayo. It's to say this can look better than it has. Good for you for getting another upset win. And when we come back here in 2025, he'll still be the head coach.
If you like that clip, and how could you not? Check out more videos from Toucher and Hardy here. Point slightly up and to the left. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. Point slightly down and to the left. And for the latest from the Sports Hub, download at 985thesportshub.com.